This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. Commenting on the partial government shutdown and President Donald Trump's cancellation of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's Middle East trip, Christian leader Franklin Graham said Congress needs to stay in Washington to work on ending the shutdown. He added, however, that the fundamental problem with government is not the shutdown or illegal immigration, but that our government has largely removed God from the corridors of our Capitol. Today, President Trump postponed House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's trip to the Middle East using a government aircraft until the shutdown is over, said Graham in a January 17 post on Facebook. I don't think members of Congress or the President should be traveling until this crisis is resolved, he said. They should stay in Washington, working to end the shutdown. With 800,000 people not receiving paychecks and border security hanging in the balance, this is the #1 priority. The Reverend continued, the true crux of the problem is that our government has largely removed God from the halls and corridors of our Capitol. I would encourage the members of Congress to come together for a prayer meeting with President Donald J. Trump and Vice President Mike Pence and call on the name of God, asking him for his wisdom and asking him to soften everyone's hardened hearts, said Graham. Franklin Graham is the president of the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association and the international Christian aid group Samaritan's Purse. Franklin Graham is one of the most influential evangelicals in America and the world. And while what Graham says is true, calling for America to get back to God leads ultimately to worship laws and the fulfillment of Bible prophecy. Men have become bold in transgression. The wickedness of the inhabitants of the world has almost filled up the measure of her iniquity. This earth has almost reached the place where God will permit the destroyer to work his will upon it. The substitution of the laws of men for the law of God, the exaltation by merely human authority of Sunday in place of the Bible Sabbath, is the last act in the drama. And when this substitution becomes universal, God will reveal himself. He will arise in his majesty to shake terribly the earth. He will come out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the world for their iniquity, and the earth shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Testimonies for the Church, Volume 7, page 141. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.